In 1822, born in Dorchester County, Maryland, Araminta Ross, also known as Harriet Tubman, was born. Wait, Harriet wasn't her first name? Nope. Harriet was not her first name at all. Not until later. You see, she married a man, a free black man named John Tubman, and she took on his last name like most spouses in that situation do. But Araminta was her first name, and her family used to call her Minty for short. She took on the name Harriet after her mother. As a teenager, she actually suffered a TBI, for those who don't know, traumatic brain injury. This came about after an overseer threw a heavy weight at another slave and accidentally hit her in her head. Following that incident, she faced headaches, seizures, and had vivid dreams. But unfortunately for them, they didn't know that was the key to unlocking her purpose. You see, those vivid dreams, sometimes she would often describe them as being a spiritual guide. And a spiritual guide indeed is what she needed. You see, because she couldn't read or write like a lot of slaves couldn't back in that day. Nope. The fact that she couldn't read and write, she didn't let it affect her mission and purpose. She still went out there and did what she had to do. She served as a nurse, a cook, a scout, and more importantly, a spy during the Civil War. You see, she wasn't going to let anything stop her. During that time, she even led an armed expedition to Kembe River and helped free 700 enslaved people. 700 enslaved people were free in that one mission. And I would like to think the majority of us know what she did on the Underground Railroad, so I'm not going to touch on that too much. But to show you this woman's toughness, around the age of 76, dealing with that TBI her whole life, it finally caught up to her, to the point where she needed brain surgery. Oh, and she bit the bullet. What I mean by biting a bullet in this situation is, in order to get brain surgery, there's usually some type of anesthesia applied, right? Not for Harriet. She refused to have anesthesia. Instead, she put a bullet in her mouth and bit down on it during the whole surgery. When asked why, she said simply, "I learned it from the soldiers in the battlefield during the Civil War. I seen what they could take, and I know I could do it too."